Hello everyone. In today's sectorial analysis video, we are going to talk about a sector which was considered as very promising at the beginning of 2020, but it has failed to deliver as promised. But at this point in time, we are here to identify if there are any hopes from this sector. Is there any segment leader or a sectorial leader which can help us generate better returns on our investment? So the sector that we are going to talk about is pharmaceutical. Guys, do write to me in the comment box which favorite pharmaceutical company you own in your portfolio, and if you are considering opting for some other company, which stock you are looking for. Let's see if this video is helpful for you to identify your next best pharmaceutical stock. So let us go to charts. We have a Nifty Pharmaceutical and also we have a Nifty 50 chart. The first observation about the pharmaceutical index tells us the pharmaceutical sector was under correction for over 5 years, and the correction started in the year 2015, and since then till March 2020 the pharmaceutical sector as a whole was under correction, barring few exceptions, barring few stocks. But then after that, after COVID fall, market went on to make a new high. So Nifty Pharma Index also made a new high, but after making a new high it lost its fizzle, and then from there it is into a consolidation or a corrective phase for a longer period of time. Now when I look at this scenario doesn't look good for pharmaceutical sector, and Nifty looks like a much better outperforming index as compared to pharma. But is the situation little different for individual pharmaceutical stocks? We are here to find out. So let's go to pharmaceutical stocks and compare them with the pharmaceutical index just to identify who are the outperformers and who are the underperformers. Guys, just remember, if you are holding one of the underperformer stock, it will be a high time for you to exit from them. And if you are looking for an outperformer stock, then do watch this video till the end, because we are going to talk about outperformer stocks which will be best return generating instruments in the market in coming years. So let's move on to the pharmaceutical index. Now this is pharmaceutical index which made its top near October 2021, and since then it is correcting just like Nifty. But I have a chart of Sun Pharmaceutical here in front of me, and which seems have just recently formed a higher high in the month of April, towards the end of April. So it makes Sun Pharmaceutical as the strongest stock of pharmaceutical index. If you check this by the correction that has taken place so far, then Sun Pharmaceutical has not corrected much, and the correction is limited to only 5.5% as of now. The second stock that comes into my mind whenever I am talking about pharmaceutical sector is Divis Laboratory. So if we are looking at Divis Laboratory, now Divis Laboratory, though it has corrected a lot, but the unique thing about Divis Laboratory is that during the correction phase from 2015 to 2020, this stock seldom corrected. So 2015 it formed a top, year 2015-16, so 16 it formed a top and it corrected for a year, and after that it resumed its uptrend. So right now if you compare this stock with its peers, this is the, I would say this is the fastest grown stock in pharmaceutical index. So this stock made a high of 5,400 in the month of October, and since then it is correcting. Currently in a midway, you can say between the 52-week high and the 52-week low, but this looks like a very promising stock with respect to the pharmaceutical index. Now with the sequence, one more stock that comes into my mind when we are talking about pharmaceutical is Lupin. People were expecting huge targets with Lupin. People were very euphoric about Lupin fundamentally as well as technically, but then Lupin has failed to perform, and it has failed to perform miserably. This is a weekly chart of Lupin, and after this correction, Lupin has again going back towards the 2020 lows. So this is not a great sign. Whenever you see a series of sells or series of red candles in a stock or a downtrend for that matter, that tells us that the buyers are not very interested in buying these stocks. So the sellers are keen and they want to get rid of these investments. So this stock will have a very difficult time performing. is something that I want to state here. So we have found one stock which is bullish, which is Sun Pharma. We have found Lupin, which is underperformer. We have found Divis Laboratory, which is outperformer. So the score is 2-1. The next stock that I want to draw your attention from pharmaceutical sector is Dr. Reddy. And in case of Dr. Reddy, after Dr. Reddy went through the correction for more than 3 and a half years, it has managed to make a new high. But then this stock after June, July, it is consistently under selling pressure, which does not look like a good sign. Now, as long as the low of 3654 is held in Divis Laboratory, as long as the low of 3654 is held with respect to Dr. Reddy, it looks good. But if this low is broken, then we might see much lower level, much lower prices with respect to Dr. Reddy. Okay, so keep this in mind. So the two stocks that we have identified so far in the pharmaceutical sector are Sun Pharma and Divis Laboratory. These are the outperformer stocks. And I want you to check one more stock, which is Sipla. Now again, this stock Sipla, it has shown us a great degree of rallies. So even though Sipla was under correction for some time between 2015 and 2020, the correction is not a rapid fall, rather it is kind of a consolidation. So this looks like a good stock which sellers are not pretty aggressive on selling on this stock. So this is a good investment stock, and whenever it is correcting, it is going into a consolidation phase, which is again a good sign for a stock. Because so whenever you find a stock which is consolidating, which is a strong stock which is consolidating, then it is preparing for the next big up move. So this is a very simple principle, simple funda that we are using here. And this stock Sipla looks like our third pick for the pharmaceutical sector. So again, I am repeating the three stocks that we are going to focus once the correction is over in Nifty and overall market are Sun Pharma, Divis Laboratory and Sipla Limited. So that's it from this particular video. Do like, share and subscribe to our channel Growth Module. Thank you so much.